Hello Virgo, welcome to your monthly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind, energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone, so take what fits and leave the rest out. Happy New Year to you all. Many blessings as you go through this year. We have Goblin with the Wasp. So someone let their pride get in the way here. I'm also picking up a lot of jealousy or anger, aggression. Some issues that someone's been finally trying to deal with, looking at themselves. I wonder if you were happy without me. I know that I crossed the line with you. Yeah, somebody's definitely understanding the consequences of their actions. Overall energy with the Chariots. This is about focus as well as overcoming challenges. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your energy this month. We have Two of Swords, the Empress, the Knight of Cups. I like this for you. You're in this energy this month of you're not going to let anyone tear you down, mess with you here. And I see that the more respect you give yourself and stand up for yourself, you're starting to gain a lot of attraction, okay? People are starting to notice you more as well. And I see you're finally stepping in your power. All right, when it comes to them, we have Star, Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Magician card. So you might have felt that this person has walked away or you haven't heard from them for a while. Because Magician, Star, there's so much distance, as if this person has disappeared at times. Even if you still are in a communication with them, it feels lackluster. It feels like, you know, their energy is just void. And I see in the Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, they definitely feel like they push the limits in this situation and push you to the point of no return. So they feel really devastated, but disappointed in themselves for not doing better. Okay, they're down on themselves in a sense for not doing what they should have done. Okay, tell me the Nine of Wands, Four of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands. They realize that both of you are two worlds apart. So this can be mindsets here, or it can be actually physically. There's something that is a block here that has pulled you both away from each other time and time again, to where they feel like things are so unattainable that they desire in this connection, and feeling like they wish they could bridge that gap, make it smaller. So instead of communicating with you, they definitely put a block up and caused more frustration and conflict. Tell me the Star card. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah. They realized that they could bully at times as well, manipulate you emotionally, just because they were unhappy and they weren't satisfied where this connection stood. They felt like their hands were tied and they were taking it out on you. Let's see what's happened in the past. King of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands. This person deeply feared they were not going to get what they wanted with you in this connection. They felt like they had to go out and get what they wanted, so they were always push you at some point, push the limits. I do see causing a lot of chaos by causing arguments for some of them, but it was always their voice is the one that matters and getting what they needed at the time. But it was just concealing the fact that they were fearing that they weren't going to have you at all. Instead of really opening up and talking to you about their feelings, they really feared opening up about how they feel, because they felt like maybe you would look at them in a negative sense, that they weren't strong enough, that they weren't courageous enough. Tell me the King of Cups, please. Ten of Cups, Four of Swords. Yeah, they kept you longing for them as well, to keep you stuck in this situation because they knew they couldn't fully give into it the way that they'd like. But I do see here King and Queen of Cups. They see you as their other half, okay? And knowing that with the Five of Swords, they could manipulate you in some way to stay stuck with them in this situation, that they would finally get their emotional fulfillment here. They may have to wait for a period of time, but there was that piece of hope. That's why they kept playing this game, because they couldn't release you out of the situation. They weren't going to lose you at all. All right, so let's see what the challenge was here. There's a lot of details in this. I'm seeing for some of you that they were really jealous because there was separation here or distance between you two. And the more that they distanced themselves, they became more jealous. They started to think about things, come up with these ideas, and it would just spiral. They would really think that maybe you were up to something else or doing something behind their back, or somebody else was taking you away from them, and they ended up taking it out on you. They weren't willing to be vulnerable and let you know this. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of confusion in the situation. I see it because they put up a veil and you weren't allowed to see quite what they were feeling, what they were doing, what their intentions were. But I see at times you felt abandoned by them because they weren't willing to open up emotionally. They weren't willing to be honest with their feelings and let you know they see you as the one. But because they didn't have a clear direction on where they wanted to go, they didn't make a decision. They had all these options, but they never really took action on them. And they felt like they were so fearful to step out and risk it all. So whatever the barrier is, it felt like you would have to move mountains in order for you two to be together. Whether it's a third party, a distance, physically or emotionally, or mindset, they really felt like this was something that they truly desired but could never have. It was always a carrot dangling in front of their face, and they were never going to be able to eat it. So I see that it really frustrated them, but they just took it out on you. Instead of communicating and being honest, they really did, stress you out more, as well as play a lot of games with you here, making you feel less than. Tell me the 7 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess. They did a number on themselves. They were always overanalyzing, and to the point where they'd come up with all of these ideas and they'd start believing them that you were doing something here behind their back or that somebody else was going to take you away from them. I see a lot of retaliation and jealousy, okay? They definitely thought about you so much, and you would never know it because you felt like they were showing you they didn't care, that you didn't really matter that much to them, not as much as you were showing to them. Tell me the 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, the loss here for some of you in a third party, they felt like they would lose their whole structure, their finances, everything that they had built up into this point, but also feeling like they were going to lose if they stepped out and made that one decision to be with you, that they might lose their one chance to be with you, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, do I risk it, put it all on red, and then I might lose them forever? Or do I just stay in limbo here and keep things where they're at, and maybe a solution will come along in due time? Tell me the 10 of Pentacles. Emperor. They had a lot of stresses too, so they felt like they were having a lot of pressure put on them, that they had more to do, and they were taking care of others as well. There's a lot of stories I see here, but the foundation is definitely the same, where no matter what the block is, they were too fearful to make a move. And because of this, they definitely put more pressure on you and was projecting all of this stress out on you, making you feel less than, but also the same way that they were. So I do see a bit of misery loves company here. All right, so let's see what they're about to do. King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. They've not given up. In fact, they're going to make everything very clear. So if this reading's resonating with you in the extended, we're going to go over exactly what action this is, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.